Hello friends, this is Ian Bell and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'll be sharing you my itinerary, activities, and its expenses. So, is it really expensive in Singapore? But what if I tell you kaya mo siyang gawin for under 7,923 pesos lahat ng activities, tourist spots for 4 days if you're going to follow these activities or itineraries. At hindi lang basta tipid, trentahan approved itinerary to. Hindi toxic, hindi nagmamadali, pero sulit na sulit. Just a quick disclaimer, yung budget na isi-share ko dito is for the itinerary itself, like activities and transpo only. So hindi kasama ang flights, hotels, and food. I'll make a separate video for that, so stay tuned. So if you're in your deserve ko to era pero on a budget, this Singapore itinerary and activities is for you. So tara, Singapore. So day 1, dito lang tayo sa Marina Bay area para hindi ka agad mapagod. As in, halos lahat walking distance lang, so chill lang yung pacing. First stop is the Team Lab Future World inside Art Science Museum sa may Bayfront Avenue. Nagbike lang ako to Marina Bay Sands galing hotel kasi maraming parking naman dyan sa Marina Bay area ng bike. You can also take the train, just use the Google Maps. Ticket is around 1,645 pesos. I booked this sa Klook. And honestly, pagpasok mo pa lang, parang ibang mundo agad. Ang daming lights, colors, and interactive walls. It's really giving art meets science experience. Ang saya. Just a quick overview lang, Team Lab is divided into two main zones, city and nature, and exploring new frontiers. So parang journey siya through nature and technology. Sa city and nature, may mga flowers and animals na nagre-react sa movements mo. As in, habang naglalakad ka or papalapit ka sa wall, nagbabago yung paligid mo or even sa floor. Then sa exploring new frontiers, mas futuristic naman siya. Like yung Crystal Universe na puro lights na para kang nasa galaxy. May mga areas din where you can draw something tapos biglang mabubuhay siya sa screen. Then may mga interactive wall naman, nakikita niyo sa video. Ang saya ko, di ba? Para akong nag-field trip. So hindi lang siya yung tipong titingnan mo lang. It's like you're really experiencing it. It's really immersive at nag-i-interact ka talaga dun sa loob ng museum. After Team Lab, you can diretso na sa Cloud Forest. You can book it sa Klook. It's bundle na kasama ang Flower Dome. It's 2,153 pesos. So, this is how it looks like sa Cloud Forest featuring the Jurassic World. Nababasa na ako. Let's go! Let's go. Okay, so next up, the Flower Dome. Dito naman is more chill vibe, more an appreciation. If mahilig ka sa flowers or isa kang plantito or plantita, you will really enjoy it here. Kaya naman ako pumasok dito kasi this is during Christmas time. They are featuring Christmas trains around the world sa loob. So para siyang Christmas village na ang daming trains because I visited during last December pa. Okay? So you can always check their website kung anong fini-feature nila from time to time. Ang cute. Ang haba niya. Thanks. Alright, so next activity you can do is also enjoy the free entry of Super Grove 3. The Super Grove 3 in Singapore is a stunning vertical garden featuring 12 of the iconic super trees, which are man-made structures that mimic natural trees. Kita nyo naman, di ba? So these super trees rise up to 50 meters in height and are designed to support a diverse array of flora, including over 160,900 plants from more than 200 species. So, ganito yung itsura niya kapag umaga, and paggabi naman, ito yung itsura niya. Super magical. If you don't want the crowd sa baba, you can go here sa level B. Just take the elevator near the Nest food court and you'll enjoy less people here. It is also a good photo spot sa umaga. Like this one, papakita ko. Ayan. O, diba? Ang ganda. The good thing here, it's free unless akit ka sa Super Grove Trees, magbabayad na yon. Pero dito ka na lang sa baba, may enjoy mo naman yung view. Maganda din naman. Alright, for day 2, you can visit Universal Studios Singapore. I booked this sa Klook for 3,244 pesos, one-day admission ticket only. So, kung gusto mo naman, may bundle naman sila na may kasamang food. Okay? I commute from Beach Road to Sentosa Island using bus. The fare was $1.68. Then, sa monorail, from Vivo City to Sentosa Island, that's $4. That's already a round trip ticket. Okay? So, USSG is not that big and hindi rin ganun ka-crowded, but it will still depend on any occasions. So, better to go there ng opening time lang nila mismo. Hindi naman need na maaga talaga para lang to secure na mauna ka sa pila. Kasi manageable naman yung mga pila sa rides or attractions dun sa loob. So, you can download the USSG app para mag-guide ka sa theme park and with the waiting time or yung shows para alam mo. And then, so, as a tantahin guy, hindi ko na sinakyan lahat. Yung kaya ko lang. Anyways, so this is my second time naman na here sa Universal Studios Singapore. So, just tamang chill lang, tamang vibes lang with the theme park. Okay, so you can actually use your whole day here. Pero kami, lumabas na kami around 3 p.m. kasi pabalik kami ng Marina Bay Sands para ma-experience mag-bike around Marina Bay and also dun sa Merlion Park. Alright, so next activity after mag-Universal Studios, back to the city na, so you can do is to rent a bike and mag-ikot-ikot sa Marina Bay Sands area just to appreciate the night beauty in different way naman. Di ba? Para di ka rin napapagod maglakad. So the bike rent costs $1 per 30 minutes lang, so I use the Anywheel app. The app is super user-friendly, madali lang gamitin talaga. Marami din parking areas sa Marina Bay Sands ng bike, so no need to worry kung saan ka mag-park. And then, kahit sa Marina Bay Sands area, marami ding nagbabike dyan. So, it's good to explore using the bike kasi it's convenient at di masyadong nakakapagod maglakad. Okay? Normally, pwede mo namang ikutin within 1 hour itong Marina Bay Sands gamit ang bike. Pero if you want more than an hour, it's up to you naman. Okay, so let's enjoy the Marina Bay.
Dami nagbabike. Ang saya. Nakakatawa. Ito yung Flower Dome, if I'm not mistaken. Oo. Ganda. Ayan. We're here, nagbabike. This is the Flower Dome. Ang ganda.
Okay, so for day 3, I visited the Fort Canning Park. The park is free of charge. Walang bayad at all. So I rented the bike again going to the park. Ang ganda lang kasing magbike. Okay, well, nasa Singapore. Anyway, so please make sure to apply sunscreen kasi sobrang init sa Singapore. Pero again, nasa Singapore tayo, okay lang. I only spend $1 going to the park kasi wala pa namang 30 minutes kung saan ako nanggaling sa hotel. Malapit lang naman din. So I just parked the bike near the park. The park had the Fort Canning Park. Then naglakad na lang papasok. This tourist attraction or tourist spot can get crowded kapag medyo late na, kagaya nito. Ang haba ng pila. okay lang for the gram. Anyway, so ganito yung itsura dyan. So medyo matagal yung paghintay namin. So sulitin nyo kapag kayo na. Okay? After the fourth canning, nag-lunch na lang sa Hawker Center. So, I'll upload a separate video as to where to eat in Singapore. Okay? Kasi this video is for the activities only.
Sa first canning part.
Ayan, so fourth day na, last full day, ang hirap mag-vlog, charot. We just explored the Kampong Glam sa Haji Lane and Arab Street kasi malapit lang yung accommodation namin, nasa Beach Road lang yung accommodation namin. Okay, so Arab Street is where you can see the famous Sultan Mosque, which is the iconic landmark at the heart of Singapore's Muslim community. So if you want this kind of photo, tingnan nyo, di ba? Ang ganda na wala masyadong photo bomber. Lakad kayo ng konti sa right side sa dulo ng kalsada, you'll get this perfect shot. Be careful lang kasi may mga dumadaan na car sa likod, pero konti lang naman. Okay, kasi kung sa harap kayo ng mosque, sobrang daming tao talaga kasi maraming restaurants dyan. Then, just across this area is the Muscat Street, where you can see the beautiful granite arcs and the murals along the street. Ang gandang magpa-picture dyan. So, medyo marami lang tao. Well, ganun talaga. It's a tourist area. It's a tourist spot area. That's totally fine. Just find or look for your right time or angle kung saan mo gusto. And since nandito ka naman na, don't forget to try the famous Singapore staple drink, which is the tea tarik.
Okay friends, let's try the tea tarik here. Tea or te? Ano ba talaga? Basta let's try the tarik here. It's famous. Yun. How much? Te tarik. Ayun, that's $4.05 cold.
Hello.
Hi, can I have the bestseller te tarik?
You want one or ice?
Ice. Two, please.
Two.
You have card payment? Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum. Saffron ice two.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thanks. So we're waiting for our order. We're queue number 90. Ayun, ginagawa. Okay, here's our order. Thank you. 90.
Throw your bag.
Okay, thank you. Let's get strong. Okay, so let's try the famous te tarik here. First sip. Sarap. It's famous for a reason.
Okay, so Kampong Glam experience is not complete if you're not going to the Haji Lane, okay? So since you're already in the area, lakad ka lang ng konti sa kabilang street, nandun na ang Haji Lane. Dito maraming shops, boutiques, restaurant, pasalubong. Pero for me, this is not an ideal pasalubong na bumili kasi medyo mahal dito, medyo may kamahalan. So, malapit ka naman na sa Bugis Street from here. pwedeng puntahan mo na lang din doon. Okay? So, well, if you're here in Haji Lane, it's good for photo opportunities. Sobrang daming areas dito na colorful. Explore mo lang. Like this one. Oh, di ba? Ang ganda. Oh, di ba? Okay, so hanapin nyo lang spot dyan. It's just a one street sa Haji Lane. At night, medyo maingay dito kasi maraming resto bars dyan. Okay? So, after exploring Haji Lane, pwede ka na maglakad papunta ng Bugis Street Shopping Center para bumili ng pasalubong. Dito, sobrang daming pwedeng kainan. At the same time, sobrang ang daming murang pasalubong dito. Pwede ka na bumili ng Singapore goodies. Okay. So in total, we spend for the activities and transpo going to these itineraries or doing these activities are the following. Sa Team Lab Future World, that's 1,645 pesos. Sa Flower Dome and Cloud Forest, that's 2,153 pesos. Sa Universal Studios, that's 3,244 pesos. And sa monorail and bus ride going to Universal Studios, that's 266 pesos and 60 cents. For the T-Taric, that's 191 pesos and 97 cents. And for the bike rental ng whole duration nitong activities, pabalik-balik and all, that's 422 pesos and 43 cents. So a total of 7,923 pesos for activities and transport for this specific activities lang, guys, ha. So ito mga na-mention lang. Okay, that's it lang. Since maraming free tourist spot ang Singapore, so after all, Singapore activities is not that expensive, just a right planning for your activities. Okay? So lahat ng transpo namin from hotel going to Marina Bay Sands and to the Fort Canning back and forth, we just use the bike since malapit lang yung hotel namin. Actually, super easy lang i-navigate ang Singapore. Accessible lahat kasi ang ganda naman din ng transport system nila. We can all agree to that, di ba? Sana all na lang. Anyways, this is only a sample of my itinerary or activities. You can always do your own, depende sa trip nyo. But as a trend-tahin traveler, I always make sure hindi masyado nakakapagod para mas ma-enjoy pa rin yung visit and mas ma-immerse mo pa yung sarili mo sa pinupuntahan mo, sa culture nila. Okay? We can all agree that at this stage in life, we travel to enjoy, to slow down, and to experience life. So, my friend, deserve mo to. So, save this video for your next Singapore trip. I hope this helps. If you are new to my channel, please consider to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Or if you have questions about this trip, sasagutin ko yan. That's it, friends. See ya!